Well, hello everyone. Talk about right here. I'll talk about if it's meant to be right here. About I'm sure that most of us have seen that music video of talking about Bebe Rexha for baby if it's meant to be and I don't know if anybody has memorized the lyrics. It would go by that baby lay back and relax and I'm like get into the truck and then it would show as during the music video it would show as to where that they say that we ain't got nothing but time, so yeah, exactly that according to what the lyrics would say is to where that baby if it's meant to be we ain't got nothing but time. So let's get on this road and see where it leads or something like that. But anyway, talking about right here, the way I drew these sketches right here, and I know I've been talking about this for about three weeks now, as to what I've heard the song, quite a few times, and if anybody that may ask me as to where that do any sorts of artistic detail besides, if it's going to be if it's a Haley Seinfeld like for most girls, but any other sorts of music artists that I'm familiar with as well. But you have right here of this right here will be some of the drawing Photoshop work right here that I went and put together right here, and you have right here is a scene of the mountains right here for the background of the mountains. But you have right here it says pickup truck, and whenever I was working on this pickup truck earlier, I was also thinking too that you draw the pickup truck, and how do you want to show this scene right here as to where if you want to because I was thinking about if I would do some paintings and then in case if anybody say that buy some of the work, but the way I think about it too is to where that with anything about what's called music artists though, that working on this and what's the best option, because I know that there are some other options I can work with to where I can show a little bit more of the mountain scenery right there. But I'll go ahead and use right here. I made this a little bit small too, but use right here is the pen right here. But trying to draw like the scene right here is like just like from like the music video is to where the person I'm like the rubber see I guess it's all about like a road trip. I guess if it's like your road trip source of song, and what I mean by in case of anybody that may want to where road trip. Your road trip basically means is to where that you actually get does that basically mean that you hop into the back of the pickup truck and go for a ride somewhere, and you don't know where the road is going to lead to, but it's going to lead you to where somewhere adventurous, if you want to call it, like just the two of us or something like that. I guess that's basically what the video basically means. The music goes by. But how many of us can remember that if you want to go ahead and take a ride in the back of a pickup truck? How many of us would really want to do something like that? And I know I remember that I had a pickup truck back whenever I was young too. My parents had a pickup truck, and you would ride in the back of that pickup truck and be able to go for ride along, and you would ride in the back of that pickup truck, and then you would be able to go places with your parents, and whenever you're going to be riding in the back of a pickup truck, a lot of times what is that basically? You're able to, and I know that they say that it's not very safe to be riding in back of a pickup truck, especially on the highway, but like maybe on like the interstates or maybe the freeway, any roads that were less than 45 miles per hour or something like that. But you have right here is like the pickup truck right here, but basically about how the song goes is to where that the person, like say you ride in back of a pickup truck, and then you would have the driver, but you would be driving, and then who knows where this road's gonna lead. Basically, that's how the lyrics go. But basically, that whenever I'm thinking about the song right here, a lot of times I'm also thinking about too is to where that this music artist right here is going to be what you call rocking back and forth. I'm like, she's going to be singing, and then do so I say that for like rocking back and forth. It's like, baby, if it's meant to be. So baby, ride with me, see where this road goes. So baby, ride with me, baby, if it's meant to be. But anyway, so yeah, that I a couple of times whenever I heard this song, I kept thinking too is to where that kind of picture the singers, as to where that the singer would be what you call just like rocking back and forth right here, and she would also be what you call that no, we ain't got nothing but time. But so yeah, that so necessarily to where that whenever you're going to be the way I'm drawing the sketch right here is that is to draw a little bit of the singer right here, but basically that whenever you're going to be you're going on a road trip, basically that exactly about you may think necessarily to where you ain't got nothing but time, but really that I guess if you want to call us, I'll go ahead and draw the singer too, but whenever I think about the song right here, I'm also thinking about is to where you get on a truck or maybe in a van, and then you're going someplace, and then you're like I say that you don't know where this road leads to, but baby, if it's meant to be, well, we ain't got nothing but time, but we'll go ahead and take our journey where where we think that it should go to. So I'm like, yeah, that so in case if anybody that may wonder too is that exactly about that we ain't got nothing but time. And so it's like, yeah, that whenever I hear the song right here, show me what you're made of. Yeah, I know, show me what you're made of. But whenever I hear this, whenever I've heard that song quite a few times, it seems like to go ahead and sketch the details of getting into a car, and then maybe at your shift from work or something like that, go on a road trip for about maybe 2 or 3 hours with somebody special, or if it's maybe if it's what you call is to where that they want to go show you something, take you for a ride and show you something. But half the time, how many of us are going to maybe think is to where that up there in the mountains, how many roads are located in the mountains? And you can say is to where that maybe a couple of roads that are more likely are going to be located up there in the mountains area. But still, that whenever I was one to work on a sketch right here, that I want to go ahead and show right there is the mountains right there, because with the mountains though, that the mountains would also mean is to where that whenever you're going to be looking at the mountains, I guess does that basically mean is to where you get on a road trip, but then you don't know where that road is supposed to lead. So whenever I hear this song, I'm also thinking too is to where that how many of us are really want to think about that, to where the road trip to where you don't know where the road is supposed to lead to, but then it's supposed to take you on an adventure that you're going to remember. And I guess if that's really about how the song lyric goes by is to where that we ain't got nothing but time. But really, that you may think that that the activity is only going to maybe take you about maybe half an hour to an hour, but still, if it's hiking in the woods or anywhere else that you're going to be going to, maybe a rock climb, I'm like, yeah, if you're going to be hiking in the mountains or somewhere like that, I'm like, yeah, you may not think that you'll be gone for about maybe 4 or 5 days, on this hiking trip. But still, though, that whenever I think about the song right here, I'm also thinking too is to where that that exactly about basically what does it necessarily mean to where that baby, ride with me and see where this road goes. So we ain't got nothing but time. But whenever I think about I've heard that song probably about maybe at least 30 times. I heard the song at least 30 times. And I can say is to where that, basically, what exactly does it necessarily mean to where that, you ain't got nothing but time. And so, baby, ride with me, see where this road goes. So, baby, ride with me. But anyway, so yeah, if this, Joel likes to say that she was wearing a dress or some sort. But, anyway, if she would be rocking back and forth and be like, show me what you're made of. Show me which one to lead. So, yeah. What does that basically mean whenever somebody says, show me what you're made of? Yeah, we ain't got nothing but time. But, anyway, but you have right here is, that, whenever I was working on this painting, I was trying to, work on these drawings, or what I should say is that I was trying to think of, how I want to make this look like a little bit like a theme to where that it's supposed to look like a pickup truck right here on a road, and in the background right here showing like a little mountain scenery right here. And and I don't know if it's all about to where this song is supposed to be about, to where that this is how the couples met, or that they want to have some time alone or something like that on a road trip. But the way I think about it too is that yeah, we ain't got nothing but time. Show me what you. So yeah, you get into a truck, a pickup truck, you get in back of a pickup truck, and you go on a long journey somewhere, and you don't know where that road is supposed to lead. But other than that the person takes you somewhere, and let's just say that, yeah, if it's all about is to reconnecting, or if it's about getting to know each other, for the first time or something like that. But a lot of those videos I watch too, a lot of the music I hear on the radio, it seems like that, exactly what the lyrics basically mean is to where, does that mean basically reconnecting, or you met each other, while you were on a business trip, or you met each other in school while you were in college or something like that, or maybe you met each other in prom or something like that, and you say that you ain't got nothing but time, but this is how we're going to reconnect. But, so yeah, that whenever I'm thinking about the song right here, that I also keep thinking too is to where that show me what you're made of. I'm like, what exactly does that necessarily mean? Show me what you're made of. And I guess if you want to call us as to where that yeah, that I don't know if yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe a deer in the wilderness. I'll go ahead and draw like a little deer in the wilderness. But let's just say that, if you seen a deer in the wilderness or something like that, and exactly that if one person who was a photographer and the other person was what you call this truck driver. Let's just say if he was a truck driver of some sort. Working for the lumber company, and you went on a road trip somewhere, maybe up there in the mountains. And you were like, who knows where this road's supposed to lead? And then, they're going to say that, we ain't got nothing but time. So, baby, ride with me. See where this road goes? So, baby, ride with me. Ride with me. But, anyway, yeah, does that look a little bit like a deer to everybody there? Not like a reindeer, but, still like a source of deer. But still, whenever you see a deer, and I can tell anybody here that most of the time it's at nighttime whenever I'm able to see a lot of deer. If it's going to be, if it's going to be deer season or somewhere like that. But if you're going to be in the mountains area or somewhere like that, and then you're able to get a good view of the wildlife up there in the mountains, but still that whenever you get on the road, that it seems like to where that, yeah, that, number one, if there's going to be a gas station nearby. So it's like, say that, yeah, that, you get, whenever you begin a road trip, though, who knows where this road's supposed to lead, but really, if it's supposed to be in the mountains area, just think about the gas stations that are going to be nearby. So yeah, that, you were too, is to where that, nowadays with most traveling gear, that, half the time, do I recall anywhere in that song to where it talks about a gas station. I'm like, yeah, that the fuel and maybe supplies that you need for this road trip. You're one or two that does it say anything about maybe bringing a pair of binoculars and a camera just to be able to find any source of wildlife up there in the mountains area? But so let's just say that if I use this right here, this mountain scene right here as example right here of a road, and in case of anybody that may want to tour, that there are roads that are located within the mountains, I guess if you want to call it maybe parts of Tennessee or other states that you're going to be traveling around, that you're going to be seeing some of these roads that are going to be located around the mountains. But I don't know if the song is really based on necessarily by going to the mountains, but see where this road goes. And to me, that sounds a little bit like in the mountains area. I don't recall that being what you call, okay, yeah, well, we ain't got nothing but time, so let's get in the truck and go for a road trip somewhere. And so yeah, that I don't know. In case of anybody that may want to tour, why would anybody want to drive to the desert? Really, can you really drive to the desert? I'm like, there are some states where there's deserty areas, but maybe in the woods or wherever. But still, though, that I use the mountains right here just to say as to where that we ain't got nothing but time. And so let's just say if you're going to maybe be gone for about maybe 5 days with this person, and just thinking as to where that so baby, ride with me, see where this road goes. And show me what you made of. Show me what I believe. And then, so yeah, I heard that song quite a few times. But in case of anybody that may want to word it, exactly, that every time I hear that song, it's going to remind me of a career to where that that the guy is supposed to show the lady his skills on the guitar, and then the lady's supposed to show the guy the skills about the singing, about her good voice and then his good tones on his musical instrument. So it's like, yeah, we ain't got nothing but time. So baby, ride with me, see where this road goes. So baby, ride with me. And so yeah, whenever I listen to that song quite a few times, but anyway, yeah, I know these characters right here. I'm like, yeah, if the woman's supposed to be rocking, I'm like, yeah, that walking and maybe rocking and whichever. I'm like, look like she's about ready to lose her balance, whichever. But anyway, but whenever I heard this song, I kept thinking too as to where that really that is are these I'm like, yeah, it's all about as to where if they're rocking back and forth, or is it about I guess side by side, rocking side by side, and then yeah, show me what you made of, and then so baby, ride with me, see where this road goes. So baby, ride with me. But anyway, yeah, do you know if the gentleman is even a cowboy? I'm like, if he even has like what you call this cowboy sorts of hat, that he's going to be wearing. But anyway, but there you have right there. I'm like, if they say, yeah, for about 3 weeks now that I've been talking about doing the painting about this, and I likely say is to where that maybe later on if I could put together some more sketches as well. But other than that, you're talking about yeah, that for Bebe Rexha, for baby if it's meant to be. Is a baby, so baby, ride with me, and baby if it's meant to be. So yeah, that yeah, and I know that yeah, I say that whenever you're going to be getting on the roads and making sure that you'll have a nice safe trip too as well. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone, and have a great day.